Goddamn right. Shit.
All you need
What's up,
is a
though?
panther or something laying next to you.
Right, right,
Do some real nigga shit. Have a pit bull laying next to you. A bunch
right,
of pit bull puppies.
right.
God
A
damn,
German
boy.
Shepherd.
Oh boy. Yes, sir.
A German Shepherd. Shit.
You knew that album was jamming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You saw that motherfucker laying like that.
Like, oh, that nigga comfortable with it. He just just put this shit on. Put the needle on the record.
Right, right. All right, man. Y'all got me?
Yeah, man, we got you.
Yeah,
We got you,
yeah,
big
we
sexy.
got you.
Let's go, man.
Let's get it,
Oh,
man.
Miss Kiki in the house.
Oh,
What's up, Miss Kiki?
Hey,
motherfucker ain't been around for I don't know how long, man.
hey, the
She
trucking
back
gang
on the
done sent
road
me
again.
all the way up.
Yeah,
They got me
you back
moving.
on
You
it.
hear me?
All right.
Hey,
That's
it's
what it
better to
is.
be
Miss Kiki
moving.
got motion. She got
There
motion.
you go.
I
Get
got
that
money.
paper.
I got money now.
Right. This holiday finna be bleak for me. I'm on disability. About to
I'm,
short a few motherfuckers.
I'm sending out emojis. That's what you get.
Yeah, yeah, that's
You
it.
get a holiday emoji. Yes, sir.
Right
Yes,
on.
ma'am.
Ain't getting a dick pic for me.
Wow. See, go roll it, man. Roll it.
Who you
Roll
talking
it.
to?
See, he acting up,
I'm
man.
joking.
No, you're not, nigga.
No, he ain't.
Hey, just know, hey, when y'all send me dick pics, I don't think you're a creep if it's the right size. Okay.
Wow. Wow.
We family.
See? Can we please start?
Yeah, this thing went all the way the wrong way.
All the way left.
Hey, I heard dick and I ain't know how to act. I'm sorry. It's been a while.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Back.
Oh, man.
To the same old dicks that you talked about. Shit.
Come on, man. This nigga singing, man. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Master.
That ain't gonna ever stop, sir. That ain't gonna ever stop.
Oh.
Man. Oh, man. Yeah, this is Florida Evans shit.
Yes, sir.
This is dumb
Oh
shit.
my God.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Some bullshit.
Dang.
We'll get into it, man. We'll get into it.
Let's see what we got, man. Take off Eddie Tree the hard way. Yeah, no intro today, man. I got family in the house, you know. Trying to
keep it mellow,
keep
man.
the cussing low.
Don't want to get mobbed up by mom skis.
Right. What the fuck you just say? You just said fuck though.
Hey, you remember Eddie got a whooping for cussing around your mom?
I sure the hell did.
Stop, man.
Aww.
Went all in the Legends pocket.
You got that ass beat.
I did.
I went there. She went the Legends pockets and pulled a condom out. What's this?
See?
I was like, oh. He was like, that's none of your business. Like, see, fucking, what you think? You grown. Yeah,
Now look
man.
at my baby.
Is that an aloe?
Yeah, he was this little when I got him. He is just like sprouting.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Man, go into it, man. Go ahead. Go into it, man. This crazy broad in Atlanta, man. I don't they have capital punishment, man?
Man, let me say something, man.
What's up?
First of all, Atlanta mom cooks toddlers' sons in oven. There was a mother of three. And when you guys sent me the link to read this, man, I actually it ended up like you know how they send you other stories?
Yeah.
Two twins had killed two twins both killed their kids. But it's so much of the shit, but you know, we just covered the story about homegirl jumping off the bridge with her two kids over a dude. But apparently this young lady in 2017, she's a mother of three, took her 1-year-old and her 2-year-old, put them in a stove and unalived these two little brothers, man, and then she FaceTimed the dad and let him know that she did it and showed him the bodies. When she got on the phone with the 911 operator, she came up with this cockamamie story and was pleading for them to believe that she didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And that she wouldn't be. Please don't let them accuse me of it. But she was just sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, plus 35 years, man. And the thing that was crazy for me is her goofy ass mama started that shit about her having a history of mental illness.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of, hey, this bitch killed my grandbabies.
Getting her ear, tell her stop having damn kids. She's a mom of 3.
Yeah. Well, she said that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. I didn't mean to step on your toes. Her mom gonna stress her mental illness, but yet you want your daughter to keep having these damn babies.
Yeah, yeah. Because she was a mother of 3. I think all the children were by the same dude, but the mother says that the mental illness started when she broke up with homie. I don't give. Yeah. I don't give a fuck who how crazy you are, man. There's that paternal instinct. There's that bonding that won't let a parent do that to their own baby. I'm like really at a loss for word because this is some evil shit.
Like,
man.
what was she coming forward to say that for? Like, at the end of the day, okay, even if she did have mental illness, I hope he wasn't trying to get her sentence reduced.
Yeah, that's all that was. That's all that was because she knew she was doing some time. That's
because fuck her.
Yeah, she's doing it for leniency. Hopefully that the judge will hear that and like she has a family that supports her, and also she had this this mental illness, and please show her some mercy. But we talked about that last week about old girl who was up for parole. Remember? And they denied her ass, and they said she went back to her cell and she was pissed, pretty much like saying, she did enough time already. And all that other shit, mind you, is 30-some years.
That's the homegirl that drove her babies in the lake and then turned around and said her brother did it and had brothers terrorized for months until she finally admitted that she did the shit. Yeah, man, it's some weird shit going on. I mean, like I said, we just covered the story about the sister girl walking off the bridge with her 2. Like I think one was 2 and one was 7. And the bitch just walked off the bridge. I'm like. Talking about because she was missing the baby daddy. I'm like, man, oh man.
What's up, Miss Kiki?
This is the one thing that I hate about bitches, and I'm gonna keep it real because this is the same thing. This is first of all the bitch that said her child was mental ill. First of all, she was rat raised.
There you go.
Second of all,
yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna put it out there because this is the same instance where women they go above and beyond for the man. The man can be in the household raping the kids and stuff like that. Like, first of all, your kids come first. And another thing with the men, like, be careful who you stick your dick in. Because this right here, this is, like you said, it's a loss for words because she's sitting there with a mean ass face. Like, bitch, I hope that every woman that you're in there with that can't see their kids because of what they did, beat your ass every goddamn day and beat your mental illness out of you. Because how the fuck do you get mental illness? You took care of them this long, but you want to put them in an oven to teach your dude a lesson, and then you send it to him before you even do a 911 call? Like, bitch, what the fuck? Postpartum been gone because them babies is way beyond 6 to 9 months.
Yeah, see, I think, and I hate that postpartum shit, man. I think that's the worst goddamn excuse
because
on earth. But I will say this, though, man. Homie must have seen some signs for him to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I wish if he seen enough of the signs for him to walk away. Well, like, I don't know the personal, each person's, individual story, but hopefully, I would like to think that whatever signs that he saw to make him walk would have been enough for him to try to get custody of them kids. because now he only has his one son. His other two sons are gone, man, and it's like the third boy is traumatized. The dad is traumatized, man. I probably wouldn't even date a motherfucker ever again. I probably wouldn't even have another kid, man. You know, for fear that somebody gonna put my child in the oven, man. It's just a sad story, man. You didn't hear about this shit is common. I was about to say mothers doing this when we was kids, but again, we covered the motherfucker who drove him in the lake.
Yeah.
You know, 30 years ago. So
yes, sir. What you got, old man?
It's just it's sad. Can I just say this? It's so sad because like my mental is so fucked up right now because I'm picturing you didn't blow their brains off. You didn't choose a quick death for your kids. You baked them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know them babies fucking suffered.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I hope it's just like in the men's prisons, man. They say if you kill a child or harm a child in a man's prison, man, that's pretty much your ticket, your one-way ticket to
not just the inmates, but the guards as well.
There you goes.
They know how that shit go.
Yeah, I hope the women are the same way, man. Because just because a lot of those women are locked up, don't mean they bad mothers. You know, some of them just had fucked up circumstances, just like the men. You know, and they were trying to find a way to get ahead. But, like you said, I think you hit the nail on the head, Miss Kiki. Because that's when I seen it. I was like horrified by that shit. It kind of changed my mood a little bit tonight. You put them babies in the stove.
In the oven. Yeah, in the oven.
What could they do besides hold on to each other?
Yeah.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes, ma'am.
I know for a fact as a baby and them being as old as they are, they were smart enough to try to get the fuck out of there. So therefore you held that fucking oven door closed.
Yep.
You sick bitch. It's like, it's nothing good about this. Like, it's fucking up my mental right now.
I wish we could sick Miss Kiki on her. Shit.
Hey, I'll beat that bitch ass. No mercy. Somebody better pull me off of her because I'll probably kill that bitch slow. For real. Because that shit is bullshit. Like, you know what them babies suffered? Like, I can't even imagine.
They didn't
die right off. They felt horrible pain.
They need to send that bitch to Aunt Lydia, man, for real. Y'all motherfuckers ever watch The Handmaid's Tale? See Aunt Lydia?
Man, so you're the second person who told me to watch that shit, man.
That's my shit.
Let me tell you something, big bro. My brother told us to watch this shit about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
No, 3 or 4 years ago. This shit is a trip.
Yeah,
ain't nobody guilt free in it. You know what I'm saying? Even the handmaids. But this shit some cold shit, bro.
Ain't that crazy?
That's some cold-blooded shit. Lydia, motherfucker, though. Girls. Yeah.
Under his eye.
Blessed be the fruit, Kiki. May the Lord open.
This is another thing. This is another. I'd rather she had abortion. This is another reason why you can. Hey, go have an abortion, bitch.
I'd rather, everybody.
Why the baby is a cell? Like, why it ain't a baby? Like, go get that out of you if you don't want that.
Motherfuckers mad at me because of how I voted, but that would have been a easier death than this type shit, man. That was torture.
Yeah,
I don't know how that bitch ain't get that needle, man.
Yeah, that's why I was like, they don't have capital punishment down there.
I don't even want her to leave fast though. Like, she should be over there, like be tortured for 30 days before she died.
They should put her in the oven.
Yes. Put her in the oven and take her out, and then bandage her wounds, and then put her back in there, and take her out, and then bandage the new burns, and just keep doing that till she die.
Now, what about that? What about that cow, that bronze cow they put motherfuckers in grease, and then light a fire under that motherfucker, and you can hear the motherfucker screaming?
Hey, whatever it takes for her to feel that fucking pain. She should feel what them babies went through. She getting off easy. And I just want to say something. Your bed post is amazing. That is
ain't this shit fire?
Yeah, that shit fire as fuck. Okay.
That's the fall collection.
You goddamn right.
The fall collection.
Oh man, what you got?
He frozen. He frozen. You have to jump out and jump back in.
That motherfucker over there rolling a doobie. The old school tops. She down there doing this.
Yeah, you have to jump out and jump back in.
Well, oh shit! Well, he didn't realize what was. He must got a bad connection. I ain't.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna mess with him.
His internet is a little janky.
Where he at? That new place he at? They didn't set Cuddy up with the bullshit.
Yeah, man. Again, from I didn't know about last week, bro. Thank you for doing your due diligence about old buddy. Thinking he was you know, the way they set it up, it was his girlfriend and you know all that other stuff, man. You was like, you know, that was a look. You sent me that picture, and I was just like, I stand corrected. But still, it's still a fucked up situation. But I got it,
bro. Did you send that article?
Yeah.
So I was looking at the article, and I said, hey man, something don't look right about her, man.
I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it because it was on my phone. I couldn't see it at first. And then when you sent me that other one where he was actually arraigned in court, I was like, oh, game changer. But okay, I got it.
Mr. Ebonics, when you send me these stories, right, I try to find other articles that find things from different angles and different stories. And I typed it in again because I kept typing in Alejandra Boudreaux. Oh, that's a weird fucking name.
Yes.
A Mexican and a Creole, okay, whatever. And then I said, kind of strong.
Yeah.
And then I thought about when we saw the initial little thing where the dude was fighting the motherfucker off. I'm like, damn, why he fighting that girl like that? He couldn't just throw her at. Here you go, man. This motherfucker looked like a UFC fighter in that motherfucker. Men's welterweight division. That boy fucking with them boys, man.
Yeah.
Talk about some shit.
The holes on the article, and I was just like, okay, that's kind of messed up. You know, can't they see that old girl had the knife and all this other stuff? It was another, you know.
Yeah.
It is what it was. It just threw me off, man. But yeah, that messed me up today, man. I was like, ho, retraction. Something.
Remember, we was like, man, this bitch got on a hoodie and a leather jacket.
Yeah.
Man, look, man. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this. I remember when I looked, I said, man, that motherfucker looks strange, man. But I mean, that cat was in there fighting for his life, man.
Yeah.
And so they
for real.
They just saw two dudes, and they like us. The cops ain't know that was a she.
Yeah. Yep. They just hit one of them. They was like, we'll split it down the middle. We'll hit one. You know, we'll stop this little altercation. We'll, you know, somewhat injure one instead of both of them because it could have went that way too, man. But damn, that was crazy, bro.
That motherfucker's crazy. 5 different felony warrants.
Damn.
Charges. 5 different felony charges. Most for violence.
So what prison?
I got
if they got the whole thing labeled in the media as a female, what prison?
Well, we got Trump, man. So hopefully, put that up there with them. Put him up there with the dudes, man. That cat don't need to be with no woman, and he's that violent.
Yeah. Like
when you look at the charges, like I was watching the video, and even the judge was like, yeah, no, this $1 million bond is suitable because this person's history of violence, man,
too extensive.
You can't put that motherfucker in there with no organic women. That's a recipe for disaster.
We got you, old man.
We got you, brother.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so. This internet's so
excited.
It's all good, bro.
Hey,
I'm talking about that Vegas
your hand was
thing.
down there like this.
Yeah,
like
man.
Sonio said you was over there looking.
He was rolling one. He was rolling one for a long time.
Right.
Hey, man. What you think about that story from last week, man? About Ob had sent us that retraction, not a retraction, but that more info on that situation, man. Because let the media tell it was a domestic violence type of deal between a man and a woman.
Yeah, it was a retraction in there, all right. A retracted dick.
I wonder what that look like.
Motherfucker talk about it. She in that article. She picked my motherfucker up there.
I just went straight to the silence of the lamb when you said that, man. That retracted thing.
Yeah, man. I saw that shit like,
That
they
shit is
got to see this.
crazy, dude.
Because we just saw the back, and then when they showed him in court, I was just like,
It was blurred, yeah.
I was just like, I see what Ob did there. I got it. I got it. Yep, I see exactly what Ob did there. Got it.
I said, I thought they shot the dude. That's what I said. I thought they shot the dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it was that dude. That boy like that dookie love.
All right, man. Can we move?
She got him killed too.
Dookie love.
Yeah.
Dookie love.
Hey.
Dookie love. Hey.
Her she squirts.
Hey man, can we go Kiki back? Can we go? Kiki is back. All she did was pick up on pieces of the story and ran with it.
Yeah,
right. You got to see what we talking about, Miss Kiki.
I gotta see it.
Yes,
we gonna send it to you. It was fucked up. This guy before he puts the next one up, this dude, he ended up getting shot in the head by the cops. But this guy the guy who called the police got shot. He called the police because he was saying that his girlfriend, or no, two people, one was trying to come in the back and one was trying to come in the front. Well, it was actually supposedly the girlfriend, and they had a knife, and a tussle was going on. And when the police got there, they was in the doorway. The dude was holding the motherfucker's arm because they had the knife like Jason Voorhees, and they was kind of like doing that wrestling shit. But the faces was blurred, and it was at a distance. Man, by the time you seen the person in court, it was a full-fledged motherfucking dude, man.
Yeah.
Talk about she with a little bit of lip Kool-Aid because he had been in prison on his lip.
Yeah, but we'll send you the article so you can you can read it and actually see exactly what we're talking about, because we can only explain so much. When you see the picture, you be like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And mind you, they shot. This was out here, out in Vegas. The police shot dude in the face.
Yeah.
And then he ended up with 6 holes in him, but they shot him in the face, and his 15-year-old daughter was upstairs.
Yep.
Wow.
So yeah, it was some fucked up shit. We thinking it was a domestic, incident or whatever. And turns out it was, it was that. So
let me just present this theory here. What if homeboy wasn't sweet though? What if he met this motherfucker and the person, and then the person came there and it was a boy?
Who knows? We'll never know now. Shit.
Yeah.
We can only assume that he liked that dick.
Yeah. Thank you, baby.
Can we go, please? Please, let's get through this shit.
But dude could be lying. Dude could be lying and shit and saying that they was in a relationship. And that motherfucker dead. I'm in a relationship with him now. That's what they gonna know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, old man.
Please, old man.
I don't know why you want to move forward. It doesn't get any better.
It doesn't. This is a little a belated birthday present for low sodium.
Happy birthday, low sodium.
Yeah. Evil gay. Come on, man. Now, now he's in the professional league now. Does the other wrestlers get a say? Like, dude, I don't want to wrestle in tights.
So listen,
with another man that goes, that swings that way. Is that gonna be an issue? Go ahead, Lo.
So hold on, man. I got this. Let me find it, because technically this motherfucker, he's not a pro. They played us on the story side of it.
Okay.
But where is it at? So if what it is okay. It's a WWE ID contract, right? So it's like independent wrestlers. Okay. And what it says, WWE ID contracts differ from regular WWE and Next deals in that the signees are not part of either WWE brands roster and will continue working at the independent level while under contract. The contracts reportedly provide WWE with a right of first refusal should WWE ID talents receive contract offers from WWE's competitors, including AEW, TNA Wrestling, and New Japan Pro Wrestling. If he does sign a full-time contract with WWE, he would become only the third male wrestler to do so as an out LGBTQ performer. Out wrestlers Jake Atlas and Quincy Elliott were the first two. So, let me see something. Okay, so I guess that's nothing to shit on that he at least signed that.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to tame this motherfucker if he gonna be on national television. Because I clicked on the video, I said, man, evil gay. Like, first of all, that name is fucked up. Like,
that is a name that will get butts in the seats. No pun intended. Yes, man.
Let me tell you something, man. Can you imagine being motherfucking the Undertaker or Hunter Hearst Helmsley and the motherfucker say the next cat you about to wrestle was evil gay? And
Yeah.
this got to be
evil gay.
Yeah, that's his name, Kiki.
I clicked on the miss. I clicked on the little video. Right, this motherfucker was doing the ravishing Rick Rude, real disrespectful.
Oh,
real
see, that's what I'm talking about. And you got on them stretch pants or whatever, man. Those wrestling joints, man.
Yeah,
and that, bro, that's what I said.
And the picture that y'all put up though. Like, dude that was on the bottom, he looked kind of gay too. Like, he was just laying there like that. Look at the picture. Like, he looked gay. He looked gay.
You imagine imagine him power driving somebody?
Man, listen.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. See? Now you can't get that out your head.
Could you imagine?
It brings a whole new meaning to the word.
Yeah,
he got makeup on his face and shit.
Could you imagine him doing any move?
That's what I'm saying with wrestling. That's because you got to lock up. You got to lock up. Like, man, this cat poking me. He poking me. He poking me, man. Stop, man. He poking me. Nah.
This nigga move gonna be called the camel toe clutch. Listen.
They got a moose knuckle.
First off, man, I'm a trip when I hear, my name and then next, like you said, you versus evil gay. I'm going back to school. I'm done. I ain't doing this no more.
Right.
I'm going back to school.
Listen, he in the video, Ravishing Rick Rude used to.
Yes.
But it was for the ladies.
Yes.
This cat clearly doing like a flimsy mating call for them folks. Then
that's a mating call.
Then he smacking his ass and he rubbing the dude down. It's like, I remember when Goldust had that gay phase and the shit he was doing. This cat is like,
he's evil with it.
Yeah, he's clearly gay. I don't know what motherfucking wrestler gonna let them do that to him, man.
Yeah,
because
you got to work.
And they got, and all of them got spandex.
Yes, that's what I was looking for, Miss Kiki. The spandex, and y'all rubbing each other, y'all dripping sweat on each other, and y'all locking up, y'all on the ground trying to tap somebody out, and yeah, man, nah, you ain't putting me in the headlock and falling back. Nah,
he about to try to scissor with all of them.
See,
this cat finna come out in the wrestling shorts with his balls hanging out the side, man. This shit. Listen,
I knew you understood this low. That's why I was like, man, just break it down for me. So I'm assuming this is like the G League of the WWE or whatever.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. It's I knew they had one, but I mean, to advertise this shit, I mean, like, I could see if he was in the league. So I think what they're trying to do is test the waters and put out fillers to see how receptive people are going to be. But I think if you want this cat to be successful, you have to change that motherfucker's name from evil from evil gay, man.
Well,
what I'm saying?
Let's keep it real. If they do not, y'all know how the LGBTQ whatever alphabet, you know how they stick together, and if they do shun him, it's gonna be a whole problem.
Well, I don't know if they trying to put asses in the seats, but I mean that shit right up their alley. They get to watch dudes tussle with each other. You know what I'm saying? Whereas we watch it for entertainment, they like, oh, dudes and long hair, peanut oil and type shit. You know what I'm saying? But this cat is this cat
peanut oil and
you ain't never seen what was that movie? The Ladies' Man, where Will Ferrell, he was a wrestler.
Yeah.
And, well, It's like, would you like some peanut oil? I'm going to wrestle you. But it's just, man, look, man. I don't understand the gimmick. I don't understand like why that shit is fly. But hey, I mean, I guess I'm happy for its success, man.
Yeah,
you know, I would hate to think the only reason that this cat is getting on is because he's a little sugary. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got a little sugar in his tank.
I think that is the case.
But I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. They saying he's the first one. He's the first out one because they've been kind of.
No, they got. He has like there's 3 other folks that came before him. No pun intended. But yeah, there's some. he's like number 3.
3 of them that came before him.
Yes, no pun intended. No pun. All right. All right. Let's keep it clean, man. Let's keep it thankful. Let's keep it thankful.
Oh man,
y'all remember years ago where they had to take the Godfather and his whole train off because of its effect on morality in children?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And now this get to fly. Yeah,
they don't care about morality in children now.
No, they don't.
They got a backing,
man. Kids to think that it's okay to accept the LGBTQ.
It's the
TUVWYNZ.
Yeah, they got their posse. You got to watch out for the LGHD TV community.
I mean, say what you want to say, but they organize. You know, they have
that part.
A little funky ass power, man.
That part.
Why I got to be funky ass?
They all wedding
right.
You know, that made me question everybody because I'm like Jake the Snake. Like, how you get that name, my dude?
No, snake.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be doing that to Jake the Snake now. That's a living legend.
Hey,
that's a living legend. Now.
He put his snake around my neck. He came to Youngstown, put his snake around my neck. He can't be gay.
No.
That's when wrestling. That's when wrestling was real, Kiki.
That's real wrestling.
That was real wrestling. Yeah.
You know, I know they looking at this shit like evil gay. Like, why you gotta be evil gay? Like, you evil happy or you evil gay?
But think about it though. How the fuck did we go from Hulk Hogan and Jim Duggan and the Rockers and Marty Jannetty and
to this
evil motherfucker, evil
just like we went to Little Nas X.
And his finishing move gonna be from the back.
I'm glad that dude gone. Yeah, he is. He gonna air pump motherfuckers.
Can we go? Yeah, I'm done with evil gay. We're done. Please
finish him.
Yeah, that's
finish him.
Yep.
Finishing
move is teabagging. Yeah.
I haven't begun yet. Get this nigga out of here.
I ain't gonna teabag him. He gonna jump off the ropes and teabag him.
Teabag him. Yeah.
The pin is a 3 count, not 5, fool.
Oh shit.
So be on the lookout, Miss Kiki, when you see a billboard, you know, evil gay at the auditorium or whatever. So
They said Youngstown, so he from here?
No, he ain't from New York.
Oh, I see Youngstown on there. That's
better not be. Well, shit, I heard it's a lot of the motherfuckers there. You got the video? There ain't no video.
Hold on. Give me a second. He's
he pumping somebody from behind. That's why the foul denied.
Probably. Watch this shit. This shit is. And this might not even be the one I seen, but I was like, this motherfucker is evil and gay.
Evil and gay? Wow.
Yeah.
How you gonna be evil and gay stands for happy?
I don't know, but this cat flimsy to the motherfucker.
Flimsy. He flexible as hell out that motherfucker. They're gonna be doing splits and shit.
Nigga's manhood is damp. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Fuck that video, man. Get to the slide, please. He says damp. That's a new one. His manhood is moist.
Let him water. Let him.
We got Rat Race t-shirt and Moist Manhood t-shirts coming soon.
Manhood.
That's hilarious.
All right, man.
Moist manhood.
Generation moist manhood.
Generation
moist manhood.
And not moist how it should be.
Yeah, man, get that cat out of here,
You get that loose brown juice.
All right. This shit was crazy, man. First off, that wasn't $100,000 cash. That wasn't. It was some 20s up in that knot. That don't make 100 bands. I'm sorry, but good try. You know, more like maybe 15, 20, if that.
Right.
But yeah, youngin came up in the mom's house. Mom discovered he had this big wad of cash, and she said she's about to call the cops. You know, and I'm like, do you want your son to like die? You know, by doing something like that? I mean, you got to break that down. He ain't just get that by himself, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Probably working with a team, or he may even be the fall guy, the guy that's supposed to hold it or something.
But here's the thing, like how did this story come about? Like, because if you walk in with $100K, is your child, do you know him to be on TikTok? Do you know him to be on this? Why would you call the cops on your son?
Because she knows.
Yeah, that's
because she knows. Yeah, that's cash, Miss Kiki. That ain't Cash App. That's cash. He came. She's had to nod it. And why would you put that on TikTok? Why would you even post some shit like that?
And why would you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let my son come in with $100K. Hey, first of all, we're gonna sit down. Hey, baby, we need to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this can't keep continuing. Now, I'm gonna pay my house off with this, but this can't keep continuing.
Nah, I'm saying, Key, to my first point, that might be somebody else's re-up. Again, she talk about turning that shit into, like, she signing that boy's death certificate. You can't play around like that. That's why you need to have that conversation. Don't be talking about, I'm gonna go call the cops. You call the cops, all of it's just gone.
And you counted it?
Yeah.
Like, here's the question.
All that shit's gone. And then your son left holding the bag like, shit, what happened to my money? My mama got it, and she turned it into the police. I'm killing you and your mama.
Right.
And then she gonna feel some type of way with her dumb ass.
Yeah, and then you post this shit, so now you got the goons. Like, okay, now we know who house to hit.
Not only that, you calling the police from a black son, you dumb bitch.
Well, I think the thing for me is that's why she didn't show his face or hers. But to me, this is some Florida Evans shit, because let's take whose money it is out of it. Like,
okay,
you see supposedly 100,000, and your biggest thing is, I'm gonna take it back, and like the son said, you just mad because I make more than you. Like, what the fuck, and for all we know, that could be her little stripper money, and they trying to go viral to get some more money. But listen, this shit where we give back money, no, man, no. You gonna call the police for what?
I'm gonna call the cops on my side.
You said they didn't show any faces or whatever. You don't think people don't know who this is?
Well, of course.
You know what I'm saying? The kids, all they do is run their mouth. You probably took pictures and had that, all up on Facebook and all that goofy shit.
He probably is like this. Hello.
Yeah, money phone, and
right.
The moms just got wind of it. That's all, and was like, patting them pockets. Like, hold on now, where'd you get that from? I'm gonna call the police. That's your default. Call the police.
Right. I think
I would never call the cops on my child, my black man child. Like, I could never. Like, that's where I don't respect her. You know what I'm saying? So mom is a snitch, and you dumb as fuck, because that's where these men get fucked up. What is you doing? Did you? Did she excuse me? And I know this is fucked up, but I'm gonna say it. Did she provide a good childhood for him? Did he have to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on his own?
That's a lane. But the thing about it is, you setting this kid up to get offed. Like, you need to sit down and be like, hey man, what are you? Please tell me you're not doing what I think you're doing. Because if you are, you're gonna have to, take that shit somewhere else. And you got startup money. Get up, and if that's what you choose to do with your life, go ahead, man, do your thing. But you got to get up out of here with that, man, because ain't nothing good coming from that. Because look at it, man. He about what, 100-something pounds wet?
Can I ask y'all this?
Yeah.
What age, if you don't mind me, what age is he? Like
he's like a teenager.
He's 18.
Yeah.
He's 18.
Yeah, you said that's startup money.
Yeah, you gotta go, bro.
Take that money and go get you a place and do you.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you about yourself. Me as a mother, I would tell him about himself and how it could end up because I know these streets.
So listen, I don't necessarily even think, there's a justification. I don't think there's a justification at all for calling the police.
No.
If it's not drug money, and even if it is drug money, like I think, like you said, he didn't get that by himself. And even if he did,
be proud of him.
You don't gotta take part in it. Just tell him to go. Take his money 18. And go. If you're worried about the safety of the other child, because it was a kid in the video. He's 18, but to call the police, like what the fuck are you like? First of all, you don't know for a fact that young man is dealing drugs. You don't know that he's involved in narcotics. So you're gonna call the police and then put that on him, and they may not find that, but they're gonna watch him. They damn sure gonna be watching him. He got the dreads. He already fit the description.
Not just that, he's a walking piggy bank now. They'll let him go and be like, go get that money for us now. Now we know you getting to the money. We don't know if you scamming, doing whatever in these streets now. Hey man, now we got a nice little nest egg coming to us. Every other month, every weekend, you got to kick up.
And what you're saying is so true, man, because up in New York, I want to say in the Bronx, was a cat named Larry Davis that happened to. He was selling drugs. The cops got a hold of him, and they was the connect for him.
Yep.
Till I think one of them sold his baby moms, who was pregnant, some of that shit, and she lost the goddamn baby, and then he ended up having a shootout with the police in one of those high rises and ended up on the run for like 2 weeks. He passed a few years ago, but that's not a far-fetched thing to happen, is for them to say, "We don't give a fuck what you do. Oh, you got this money somehow, so you better somehow go get it for us."
Yep.
So
she's trying to put that that warrant on his back, man, for whatever reason. Then you bring it to social media, and it's gonna run with it. Because again, I went to the comments, and the first thing I saw, just like everybody else, was, hey man, first off, that ain't 100 bands. That's maybe 5, 10 or something like that. That ain't 100. We all see the 20s in there mixed in with a few big head Benjis. But yeah, man, she's setting her son up, man, doing that goofy shit. I'm gonna call the police. She went in a little too hard. That's something you keep in house. We don't have to put everything on fucking social media these days, especially situations like this.
I ain't gonna let no white man handle my black child. I'm just gonna.
But I'm gonna say this shit too. Like I don't know about other communities, but I've never heard of anybody else's mothers from any group of other people except for ours calling the police on their own motherfucking son.
Yeah.
And you better motherfucking say it. You better. And
that's some crazy shit.
And they kids be stealing from them to go get crack and all type of shit, and they be like, "We're gonna see it through, Tommy."
that's what they say.
See it through. I'm gonna fucking ride with you. If I gotta go with you, you're gonna stop.
We got old man with us. You is he good? Or
I'm here. Okay. I'm here.
What you got, man?
You already know how I feel, man. It's the police department's the instruments of capitalism, bro. They ain't gonna do nothing with this money but pay overtime to over police your black ass. So there's no point in time where you should ever call the police.
Right.
Over money.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put your hands on me, that's a different story, because I might kill my own child.
And you ain't gotta, like, and again, and then I'm gonna land my plane. You don't have to agree with them. You don't gotta co-sign it.
That part.
But first of all, taking it, the shit ain't yours. You need to keep your motherfucking hands off of it. But then calling the police,
a little too far.
Right. But that's them. They feel like they can do shit like that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say this, and nobody's probably gonna agree with me. But if he had said, "Bitch, give me my shit back before I whip your ass," would he have been wrong?
Yeah, because he's still in her house.
No.
Well, he's gonna be wrong because he's
still in her house. No matter what, you still,
Man, look.
go by the house rules, man. You don't like it, you take
I
your
would do it,
so-called 100,000 and go get you a motherfucking room or something
Yeah,
until you
hey,
get
No,
on your feet.
I'm with
Yeah.
that, but she didn't want to give it back.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's the problem.
If
I
give me
know.
my
I would be like,
motherfucking
just
bread,
give me my
I'll leave.
money.
I will leave. Give me the money and I'll leave.
See,
I'll
then
whoop
that's
your
when it
ass.
turns. That's when it turns another way, and then she ain't got no other recourse but to call
Right.
the police because he too big. She probably jump on her, especially over that cash. Ain't no
Right.
telling what he did to
I'll
get it.
leave.
So
I get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But see,
Yeah.
again, that's where these women be out of pocket, man. Like
I can't
at
do
the
that
end
to my
at the end of the day, that's your fucking son, man. That's
Mhm.
your son.
that part.
If she knew for a fact he was dealing drugs and could possibly be putting her in danger, that's one thing. But just to take his bread, again, you don't know where he got it. He could be he could have had a hot hand in the dice game. You can't take
Clackety
this
clack,
shit like
clackety
that.
clack.
Right. And he got a clackety clacked her ass, he wouldn't have been wrong. In my
Hey
book.
man, yeah, okay. Like I said, then when she would have got up and be like, now you're gonna use that money to pay for attorney fees because you didn't put your hands on me.
That part,
It's like,
yeah,
come
I
on,
hear
man,
you.
young man, you got to be smarter than that. You got that kind of money, and you
Yeah.
18. Hey man, you playing by grown folk rules now.
Absolutely,
That kind of money.
but your mom should not be your fucking enemy with everything else you're gonna have to deal with in this life. Your mom
Nah.
should not be positioning herself to be your enemy, man. Like
I'm
that's
not gonna
crazy.
be your enemy. You show me 100K. Hey, give me 10. Because whatever you was doing, you was up under my roof. Give me 10, baby. And I need for you to go ahead. I'm gonna help you set yourself up. Because you know how to make money and take care of yourself, and that's all I care about. I don't know what you're doing, but if you're doing XYZ, then you give him a lesson, and then you send him out on his own. Because first of all, that's a man. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: the one thing that scares me, and that's the reason why I don't have kids, because if I had a son, I would be so scared to lose him to police, to the streets. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing, she can't be too smart because who said it? Either Ebonics or Low Sodium said it. I have to piggyback with y'all on that because at the end of the day, you don't know where that money came from. You don't know if he's holding it for somebody. You don't know if he's doing XYZ. But at that point, as a young man, you need to fucking speak up and talk about it. But if you don't get your money back, at the end of the day, would he be wrong if he said, bitch, give me my money back? Yes and no. Yes and no. Because it's a yes and no for me. Because you don't know where that money came from. And then if he can't get that money back to where it to be, if it's in the streets, either way, police or streets, he's dead. So do you want your child alive?
That's it. You gotta have that conversation. You gotta have that conversation. Try to figure out, hey man, what's really going on, man? Because you're moving a little funny, and you can't have that shit in my house. Not that much money, man. Folks will just run up, even if it is clean. Folks will run up in the house, for less than that shit, man. They run up in the house just thinking you got a couple pistols up in there. Let alone, that kind of money.
In Youngstown, they ran up in some shit for 5 G's from that. Oh shit!
Yeah, it don't take much. Just a phone call, like, hey man, so and so sitting on. Did you see that Facebook post? Yeah, I know so and so. He had that same outfit on the other night at the joint. I know where he stay.
All right,
man.
Well,
you guys good?
We got
that's little Doja Cat. This shit right here.
Man.
I'm in the wrong business. My family in the wrong business. Go ahead, man.
No. If you
tomato and strap that shit and see what happened, because I'm like, red stands out better than yellow.
What's up?
After seeing these art sales, all right. So a banana duct taped to a wall. It was sold for $6.2 million as art. And if you guys have ever wondered why some of this shit goes for what it does, this is money laundering. There is no other explanation for this. It's the way rich people transfer.
That makes sense.
It's the way rich people transfer money between each other, tax free, man. That's all this boils down to.
Okay.
Damn.
The dude is in.
Okay.
The dude who did this is in crypto. He's
he
head of
T-Rex,
he
Tron.
did the blockchain, but he said he bought the banana that day. The artist bought the banana that day for like 35 cents. You know.
Hey, you know what? That's some smart shit though.
But they
And
say
you know what?
they swap them out each, once it start to rot, they always swap out the fucking banana. It doesn't matter. It's always going to be 35, depending on if you go organic or whatever. But yeah, it's crazy, man. This blew my mind. It's 6.2. So that means it was a fucking bidding war.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone
said it was earlier. Yeah.
Old man Ali just made sense for me because it did not make sense for me because I'm just like, who? Why?
Right.
Where?
Yeah.
And if it's all like that, count me in because I'm ready for some art. I got art. I got some cake and fruit, and I got vegetables. Okay.
There you go. I got
you got aloe.
She got an aloe plant. She could put up there.
Cereal bowl.
Yeah. There you go.
Right.
But yeah, man, $6.2 million for art.
8.2.
Art. There you go. Coming soon to the auction block.
I feel like, hey man, he summed it up perfectly. I didn't think that at all when I initially saw this, but I think that's what it is. I ain't got shit for this one.
Me neither. That's the best thing. That's the best.
Okay.
And you know what?
Yeah,
it's smart as fuck, rich people.
Yes, ma'am.
Get me in the game. Hey, put me in the game, coach. It ain't make sense to me. Now it just make the best sense.
The best.
That's the only way I can see that ever happen because that's not fucking art. It's going to die. And I'm gonna put that up in my house. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, those t-shirts coming soon too. Get up with the beat down. Just and they're gonna sell for $45.
Hey, look at the banana. Hey, it's gonna die before it get to the motherfucking house. It's gonna turn black.
This banana was inside Evil Gay.
Next, please.
Hey,
come on, man.
Hey, what they call it? Monkey ass.
No doubt.
He signed it with shit.
Here we go.
After they voted for Trump. I, 52 male, have two sons, Isaac, 22 male, and John, 20 male. My wife and I have always leaned left politically, and we've raised our kids to value equality, compassion, and critical thinking. We've had countless family discussions about politics and the impact of policies on people's lives. So you can imagine my shock when I found out after this last election that both of my sons voted for Trump. It came out during a casual family dinner when I asked, so who'd you guys vote for? Expecting them to either dodge the question or name one of the candidates aligned with our values. Isaac shrugged and said, Trump. His policies just make the most sense right now. John chimed in, yeah, I mean, he's about protecting the economy. People like us need someone who gets that. I stared at them. Stunned. People like us? I asked. Boy, you've never paid for a single tank of gas, let alone rent or tuition. What exactly do you mean by that? Isaac rolled his eyes. Dad, I'm studying business. Trump's pro-business. It's not that deep. It's plenty deep, I snapped. You're backing someone who's gutted protections for the environment, undermined healthcare, and actively targeted marginalized communities. John shook his head. You're just looking at the negatives. He's strong on immigration and keeping jobs here. The conversation spiraled into a heated debate. I couldn't understand how they, having grown up with every advantage I could provide, could support someone who champions policies that harm so many people. That night, I thought about how much my wife and I had sacrificed to give them opportunities. I worked extra hours to cover their tuition so they wouldn't have student loans. I paid for their gas, car insurance, and even groceries. And this is what they choose to do with that privilege? A few days later, I told them my decision. If you want to support Trump's policies, you should also live by them, I said. From now on, you'll need to cover your own tuition, rent, and living expenses. Maybe then you'll understand the real world impact of the policies you are endorsing. Isaac was furious. Are you serious, Dad? You're just cutting us off because we disagree with you politically. It's not about disagreement, I said firmly. It's about accountability. You voted for someone who's against student loan forgiveness, so take out loans. You support someone who doesn't believe in raising the minimum wage, so get a job that pays what it pays and figure it out. John looked hurt. You're being petty. This isn't how you change someone's mind. This isn't about changing your mind, I replied. It's about giving you a dose of reality. FAFO ain't just some cool hashtag you and your little friends use. It means there are consequences to your actions. Political choices have consequences. You're adults now. It's time to act like it. You fucked around with your vote. Now it's time you found out. My wife thinks I'm being too harsh. She worries this will damage our relationship with them long term. She said, they're young. They're still figuring out their beliefs. Beliefs have consequences, I told her. They made a choice. Now they'll learn what that choice means. Some of my friends agree with me, saying it's a fair wake-up call. Others think I'm letting politics come between family and being unnecessarily cruel. So, am I the asshole for cutting off my sons financially because of their political choices? You know, you got a good point. I don't think you're the asshole. I think you're going to let them find out what they fucked around with, their vote. And voting has consequences.
All right, folks.
My hand is raised.
Okay.
First of all, I think that I think he's wrong in what he's doing. Because first of all, what you did is you spoiled your kids. You had them on a titty. You had them nourished off sucking on your titty. So for you to take that away from them, that's bullshit. Unless they're set up to, you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure they got a house and a car. Because you know what I'm saying? You allowed this. And who people vote for is none of nobody's business. They chose to share that information with you. So when they chose to share that information with you, the person that they love, the person that they trust, and the person that has been feeding them, you know what I mean? What if they don't know better? What if they don't know who to choose? And at the end of the day, you have the right to choose for who you want to choose. And they didn't have a bad argument.
Okay. Low sodium.
I agree with everything she said 100%. I was listening to that shit, and all I could think was, he said, of course the guy was reading. He said, but we raised our children to be critical thinkers. All right, critical thinking doesn't mean you do what somebody else wants you to do. You know, it means that you take in some data. You know what I mean? You put one and two together. You look at the shit, and you come out with your own hypothesis on what you see or how you feel about something, and you go from there. To then cut them off because they voted in a different direction, he was punishing them.
Yep.
That's exactly what the fuck he was doing. Now, I feel like this. If they old enough to be paying for gas and shit themselves, they should be doing it. You raising them in. There's no need for you to be spoiling them. Unless you just, hey, one of these guys, well, I want them to get through school. But to then cut that shit off because you don't agree with how they voted for it, I mean, it's your money. You could do what you want to do with it. But I think that was fucked up. I think that motherfucker was sour because he didn't do exactly what they wanted him to do. That's what I got. He is the asshole for that shit.
Oh, man, you got something?
Nah, fuck them. Fuck them kids. They had it good, man.
They were privileged kids. Man.
Yeah.
They had a good run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the one thing you do is you don't bite the hand that feeds you. Especially when they're paying all your bills, man, you got to agree with them. That's just what it is. Like, you can't go on work and just start speaking your opinion.
They should have lied and said, yeah, I voted for her.
I didn't think of that, but I didn't
they
think
could
of
lie.
that.
Like you put somebody in a position to feed you, you also put them in a position to starve you. And that's what these kids laid back in bed for. They're in their 20s. They deep in their 20s.
Nah, I disagree. I disagree. I agree with everything. First of all, these motherfuckers in their 20s and you paying all that shit, you should have been stopped at. You know what I mean? So to that
They
point,
need to be at least paying for car insurance.
Yeah, he said he paying for their food. He was like, y'all don't have no student loans. Y'all ain't got nothing. But they're talking about a situation where they never been into. They never been into like, oh yeah, he's about the policies. He's about the economy. It was like, what economy? Y'all don't contribute to it. Y'all not paying no taxes. What are y'all paying taxes on? Y'all not working.
But again, here's the thing. It's not like they stole from him. It's not like, you know what I mean, they assaulted one of them. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they had any other transgressions except for thinking for themselves. Now,
which they taught them to do.
Now, right now, according to what the man put in the article, now if it was a situation where they said, "Hey, look, this election coming up, you can vote for, you can vote for who you want. However, if you don't vote for Kamala Harris, then your bank account is going to look a little different, and you're going to have to handle some things on your own." That's not what happened. It was a conversation, and when they decided to say who they vote for, what if you want to say, what you talking about? You don't put nothing into this economy. You ain't paid for one tank of gas. That's fine, but to then cut them off because they didn't make a decision that you thought they should have made. Like, I'm sorry, it's a lot of people that felt like, hey man, this motherfucker's an asshole, but the economy is fucked up and this happened on this watch. That's what people felt, and people were just going by the information that they were given. It was bad information out there about both of them. It was good information out there about both of them. But I don't think they bit the hand. I think that they were the people their parents raised them to be, to think critically. It just happened they didn't think what they thought. Didn't make them dumb, but he is punishing them. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, having motherfuckers that old on the tip, nah, I don't. He should have been cut them the fuck off to learn how to stand on their own.
Like Drizzy said,
so they wouldn't have to deal with this.
He set them up. For failure by not letting them struggle out the gate. Like at 18, like look here, man. At least minimum, you're gonna have a car note. You're gonna pay that. You're gonna pay your car insurance. Minimum, not I'm footing the bill for everything. I get that. You fucked your kids up. You got them. You got them loose on the juice. And
you did what I didn't want you to do. You did what you didn't know I didn't want you to do. Oh, now I got to take you off. Nah,
but how many times we heard that? How many times we heard parents say, "If you don't go to like my alma mater, I ain't paying for your education." Or how come you're not gonna marry into such and such family? Yeah, I ain't supporting you. I ain't doing that.
But bro, they articulated it though. They didn't articulate that shit to them that, hey, you know what? If you don't vote for this person, you cut off. I'm pretty sure they would have been like, shit. If they got it that good, they probably, hey man, look. Hey, until I can get on my own, fuck it. You got this vote.
They should have did that out the gate. They should have just went on ahead and fuck that. They learned how to think critical on their own. Like, y'all better learn how to think swift and be like, shit, this motherfucker footing the bill. What daddy do? Yeah, I voted whatever you did.
But see, that's what I'm saying. They didn't say yay or nay to him. It was just like they expected them to do that because they were left leaning with them growing up.
Yeah, I get it.
I think that it's not fair how he did it, because at the end of the day, they don't have to tell you who they voted for. They entrusted that because y'all was having a conversation to go ahead and say, well, I did Trump for XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that the kids was being disrespectful by any means. They were just saying, hey, I did this because you taught me to be a critical thinker. But now this critical thinking is not your type of thinking, and now you got a problem with it.
Life lessons.
Not right. And you're punishing them. You're punishing them for what you taught them to be. That's the thing that
those kids.
My mind up. So I do think that you are an asshole, and you're setting your kids up for failure because
I don't think. I think he did them a favor, Miss Kiki, because now with some shit like that. It's kind of like this, man. I went to visit some people in Atlanta. Douglas, it ended up being Douglasville. But the trip wasn't nothing like I thought it was going to be. I was in the motherfucking house the whole time. And what did I learn? To not leave myself at the mercy of other people. I should have got a rental when I got there. You understand what I'm saying? When you got your own, then can't nobody fuck with you about what decisions you decisions you make or moves you make. So now that he cut them off, if it was me, I'd be like, okay, I see what it is. I'm gonna get my own because now I don't got to deal with your petty ass, and you want to take from me because I don't do exactly what you want me to do, and I didn't even know what the fuck you wanted me to do in the first place. If you had to articulate it, hey son, I need you to put this vote in for Kamala, or I'm gonna cut you off. I'm like, fuck, that's fucked up. But you know what? I ain't ready to handle this world on my own yet. Here, the bitch. I would have checked Kamala and wrote bitch on there and kept it moving. But I just think that was some fuck shit, man. Go ahead, Cuddy.
Nah, man. I mean, he knew exactly how his parents felt. I mean, these conversations didn't just spring up out of the blue. I'm sure, election seasons are, a year, 2 years long nowadays. He heard his parents complain about Kamala or complain about Trump, and their support for Kamala and Biden. Like he knew exactly, or his kids knew exactly what the fuck his parents wanted out of him. And, this isn't new to them. Like this isn't the first conversation they had about politics. I guarantee it. Or the first time they heard anything or their parents' views on politics. So fuck them kids.
Yeah, they're deep in their 20s, so they voted already. So like he said, I'm pretty sure they had a conversation about politics. And like he said, they're pretty much left-leaning, but raised their kids to try to be somewhat open. They went their way, went that way, and it was like, fuck it. I ain't got to pay for that bullshit. You're over here siding with somebody that you say you relate to, but you don't. How could you relate to them?
To me,
motherfuckers don't relate to me either, though.
To me, like the big thing,
it's all bullshit.
Yeah, this is about the financial purse strings or whatever. The father had the right to be like, hey man, y'all done.
To me, it's miseducation for real, because at the end of the day, you need to teach your kids, no matter who's in office. We, the people, are who the government is supposed to work for. And at the end of the day, everybody forgets that shit because our vote, everybody looks at that one vote, but they are in there for us. They are there for us, but we allow them to dictate us. So that's the problem. So if you're going to educate your kids, educate them the right fucking way so that they can fucking overturn what any motherfucker does if it's like bad. You know what I'm saying? Because we have that right to do that, but people don't look at the government like that. They look at the government as they have the fucking final say, or the president is this person, and we don't. We have the say all the fucking time, but
I mean, beyond all that, I'm saying this is one of the first times. This is the first time I ever seen. I had somebody tell me, "Hey, I can't talk to you if you feel this way. All right, I love you in peace." I've seen women talking about, "Hey, if leave your dude if he votes for Trump." There was a woman who murdered her fucking dad in a fit of rage because he voted for Trump. You know what I'm saying? These people, we don't know these motherfuckers from a can of paint. They'll affect our lives for 4 to 8 years, and we'll never have to deal with these motherfuckers again. At the same time, that's your dad. I came from your nutsack. You reared me. You raised me. You took care of me. And because of that, that's corny shit, man. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm gonna be here when that motherfucker ain't. Kamala Harris ain't gonna the bitch ain't gonna have you up at her house when you a senior citizen. That's either gonna be me taking care of you or my other brother, or we gonna put your old ass in a home. You know what I'm saying? People take that shit a little too serious, man. I just think that they made a choice. They didn't choose against their parents. They chose against their parents' ideals for one election, and you use that to cut them off. You've been tired of paying for them. That's what it is. You've been tired. Yeah.
Say that shit.
You seeing two grown motherfuckers. You like, hey man, these motherfuckers 22 and 23, and I'm paying for college, car notes, insurance. I'm paying for groceries and shit.
Man, that was the tipping point. Like, okay, now I can get off because y'all go ahead and let Elon and Trump take care of y'all with these new
the
policies
election
that's
was
coming down.
the
You know,
election
y'all
was
go
a
ahead and handle
scapegoat.
that.
The
Y'all
election
can
was a
handle it now.
scapegoat. That
See,
was some
y'all
bullshit.
ain't got no debt. Now y'all could, you know, go on ahead and get you a job in this new economy. And, you know, y'all should be Gucci.
Right.
Y'all could deal with these tariffs that's coming as well. Y'all could deal with all that shit. So come on.
Man,
got
shit.
this.
Hey, it was tariffs with the Biden administration. That's what
No.
man.
Stop, fam. We had the tariffs, but this motherfucker he said out the gate he's gonna tax Mexico. What 15, 25 out the gate?
But here's the thing.
That
My
fucks
son
with
came
everybody.
to me. My son came to me with that, like, oh man, it's because of Trump. I said, okay, man, look, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm just gonna look at the shit. And the same information I read before, yeah, Trump's tariffs in places, but Biden never got rid of them, and he added to the shit. So he did make the shit worse. So I'm saying it's the same game that's being played by all of them. Homegirl, she didn't even know what the fuck she doing. She didn't even know what the fuck she was doing.
You can't say she didn't know what she was doing. She made it to VP. Your man think trickle down economics is going to work again.
I tell y'all,
trickle down economics work.
How did she make it to VP? How did she make it to VP? Ed?
Because she's black.
She made it to VP. She made it to VP because in the same goddamn election that nobody wanted her, black women, and I gotta give them props. They punked the Democratic Party and said, you better put a black woman in that motherfucking vice presidential position. And he did it. It ain't like she won an election or earned nothing like that, man. I'm telling, and that's part of the history of her, man.
Oh, okay. But then can we go, you talk about policies and then all this other stuff. Let's get into your man with the felonies. Is that not a disqualifier? That's not a disqualifier? Because if somebody that looked like us, or that one, that one black president that we did have, if he had all these felonies that's still pending, could he run? Could he run? So man, just answer that, and then we could land the plane. Answer that. Answer the question about 33 something felonies for a goddamn sitting president.
For you before, but this is what I'm also gonna say. I'm gonna say the same thing that everybody else has been saying. For the majority of the vast majority of the country voted for this man. He got the popular vote and the electoral vote, the electoral college vote. It's not about liking this nigga. I wish it was a better option out there. Again, I was sitting up here eyeing at first it was Dr. Cornel West until I seen how they was doing that dude. Then it was Jill Stein. Because I said, man, I didn't vote green before. I didn't vote for Trump the first time. I said, but you know what? These motherfuckers, I really would be wasting a fucking vote. Everybody right now got a huge problem, including myself, with the economy, with the goddamn border, with inflation, all of this shit. And it happened under one group of people. And we about to put the motherfuckers back in office. I'm not saying that this cat may have not played a position in that. But everybody across the board agrees that everybody was better off under that administration up until COVID. Up until COVID, then COVID hit, we was all fucked up. But what I'm saying
even the trucking game, I gotta say thank you, Trump. Before
that's what I'm saying. It's not about like or disliking this shit. The woman, when the woman answered, listen, the same interview, because I was trying to give this woman a chance. I watch more of her shit than I watch his shit. Because I'm like, man, maybe I'm being too, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm like not looking at something that she's saying. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me give this woman a chance. Because I fucked around the first time. And every time I listened to her, I watched her talk around goddamn questions, not answer simple things. They was throwing her alley-oops. What did Steve Harvey say? Hey man, this ain't gonna be a hardball question. I'm setting her up for the alley-oop, and she fucked it up every time because she wanted to give the same goddamn speech about how she was raised in a middle-class family, the dreams, the ambitions, and aspirations of the American people. She didn't address shit. People may not like what this nigga was saying, but he was addressing shit up until the point where he decided to start dancing. So I'm saying, man,
and also talking about, talk about folks.
Can I say something?
Hold on. Talk about folks eating dogs. I can't back nobody who was the godfather of the birther movement, right?
That was Hillary Clinton that started that shit.
That's how he got into this shit, man. That's how he got his name. He got both his feet into this political realm. He was the godfather of this damn birther bullshit, right? And now we're supposed to take him serious. He's not a legit businessman. Everything he's
let me say
what to
something.
call it is still, you know, his what you call it, he's still being his taxes is still from
And
the
guess
last
what,
time.
Ed? And
You know,
guess what, Ed?
it's come on, man.
I
But
It's
guess what?
Trump.
Watch this.
It's
Hold
Trump,
on, no,
man.
watch
It's
watch
Trump,
this.
man.
Watch this, Miss Kiki, and watch this. But you know what, Ed? You voted Democrat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not a Republican. I voted Trump. But guess who Ed is to me? Ed is the same cat that showed up to the hospital at probably the worst moment in my life. With old man up there. Ed is the same dude I done had drinks with, who I done went and broke bread with. Ed is the same dude that gave me a second chance after I fucked up in life. These two niggas in office ain't gonna change that. You voting for somebody that I didn't vote for ain't never gonna take that history away.
Right,
And
right.
what I'm saying is, I'm seeing people doing that.
I
Ed,
got
it's
you.
not that
I got you.
highly
I got
disagree
you.
with
I got you. I got you.
You
I see what
right.
you're
But
saying.
here-
I
but
see what
here-
you're saying as far
You
as
see what I'm saying?
you talk about the
I see
other
what you're
side of
saying.
folks over here looking at you like you got fucking horns coming out your head because you decided to vote,
Right,
you know,
right.
which
Hold on,
what's
Miss Kiki.
to your best interest or whatever that
Yeah.
fits your policies. I
Miss
totally
Kiki.
get that.
Miss
And I don't
Kiki,
have
hold on.
to hate and holler
Yeah,
and
you see
yell
what
and
I'm
tell
saying?
nobody down because of the way they voted. I get all that. That's to each his own. That's like me getting mad if you dip your French fries in
There
mayonnaise
you go.
instead of
My
ketchup.
emotion,
That's
Damn
your
it.
thing.
I do that.
Yeah.
I like mayonnaise on my fries. But this is my but Ebonics, this is the even bigger thing. This my emotion in this ain't got nothing to do with what you just said, because I
Yeah,
agree with you. I agree with you. Look, 30 felonies, I fucking agree with you. Just like I agree that if that was a horde of Negroes instead of a horde of hillbillies, January 6th, it would have been
All
a horde
gone.
of Negroes
All
dead in the
gone.
street versus them trying to figure out who they gonna send and not send to jail. But what I'm saying is my emotion is coming from this because that same person that was on the phone with me and said, you know what? If that's how you feel, I didn't even say who I was voting for. He said, well, if that's how you feel, if you ain't voting for you, I can't talk to you today. I love you and I'm getting off the phone. That fucked with me because that was the same person, because it's connected to the same incident I just named with you. When my mother got the call that I had got injured over in the war, when that man came to that door and knocked on the fucking door and said, hey, your son has been, injured. That was the house that she ran to. She ran over there to talk to him. That was the same cat when I moved in that neighborhood. I befriended that old head. And that's what so I'm saying, at the end of the day, time gonna go on, man.
Right.
We all got another 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7 presidents in us. And we still got, some of us share blood, and we got people saying, don't fuck with them. Don't see your people this holiday. Man, it felt so good to see my mom. I couldn't imagine if my mom know who I voted for. Don't agree with it, but I couldn't imagine my mom saying, man, telling my wife, man, I'm not coming to see my son because of who he voted for.
Yeah.
That's my only point, big bro. That's
I got
my only
I got you.
I got the world against me because, you know what I'm saying, I'm a black female and I chose not to vote at all. And that's all I wanted to
against
say.
you.
No. There's people that are looking at me like, why didn't you vote? We this, we that. I said, because, and this is something that I want to just put out there, and it's gonna sound fucked up, and a lot of people don't like me because of it. But we have to look at the only reason why I care, because I don't vote. I'm independent. I don't vote. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are mad at me because I don't vote. But in this election, I did not vote because, and hear me, everybody, in every other country, women are not taken seriously. Am I right or am I wrong?
Right.
So now, to me, in my head, if we have a female, whether she's black or white, we're not going to be taken seriously. Because in other countries, other than America, we don't have the same rights. So motherfuckers will look at us as a weaker country. That's why I did not get into it. You know what I'm saying? Would I have loved to see a black woman in office? Yeah, maybe. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's the right one. You know what I mean? But you are the same woman who did the 3-strike rule. And you already know that in our community, if you're so black in our community, the most people that's hitting that fence is Black people. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, when I say that, they be like, how could you say that? We can change the world. We can do this, we can do that. I said, no, let's keep it real. We've been fighting for our rights for a long time in America. Now over there, fighting for rights don't mean shit. You are a bitch. You produce kids. You cover your body. You can't even drive. Let's just keep it 1,000. So do I want a woman to run this country? No, because now we're looked at weak. And that's one thing I don't want to be looked at in a country is as weak, because at the end of the day, it's all about war, power, and motherfucking men. That's how this shit goes.
All right.
And if you hate me because I said that, women, then you're not woke.
I don't need to be woke. I just need to be conscious. You know, that's all. Don't need to be woke, just conscious. You know, never understood that, but it is what it is. Thank you, Miss Kiki, for landing your plane.
Right on, man.
Low sodium and all your. I'm
What
drinking on some more shit I can't pronounce. Some Studio. I don't know what the fuck this shit is, man. Yeah, got it from. Got it from your original. Yeah, got it from some local Trader Jose's. Yeah.
How do you say it?
Yeah.
I can't pronounce this. I'm gonna end up swallowing my tongue. It's a whole bunch of syllables in that. I'm cool, but yeah, man.
I say during sex.
Shout out to my family. Happy Turkey Day to y'all.
Yes.
All that good stuff, man. Enjoy your family.
Yes.
All y'all, Tank, enjoy your
Happy Thanksgiving.
Your troops.
Yeah,
all that good stuff, man. I hope you get a good plate or something, man. You know, what y'all eating on out there, man?
This tea back.
He said falafel.
Defact turkey.
Don't sleep on falafel.
Hey, that defact shit be good, man.
Sleep on that falafel. Shit good as fuck.
Yeah.
Every time I get a meal from that place, I'm like, damn near every veteran I know got high blood pressure.
Yeah. Preservative.
Every time I eat a defact.
Ronnie, can I tell them what I'm drinking?
What you drinking on, lady?
What you drinking?
This is Do It To Me.
What?
It's called Do It To Me.
Okay. All right.
All right.
If I have too much, you're gonna do it to me.
That shit grape cold 45.
Right.
That ain't nothing but some night train. Yeah, you right.
St. Ives special brew, like, you know.
Yeah. She ain't got nothing but crooked eye.
Crooked eye.
Right.
Y'all see my
crooked eye spritzer.
Crooked eye spritzer.
Right.
I'll be damned. Y'all be good and stay away from the evil gay. Yeah, peace.
There you go. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.
Love y'all, man.